I like how it's a home for so many animals of the world, and it is part of our world, and it is such a big percentage of the world.
I like oceans because they're really calming to me, and I think it's kind of mysterious and a bit cool how like there's all these deep unknown areas of it where there's a lot of marine life.
Personally for me, I spend a lot of my holiday times at the beach, so the beach brings back a lot of good memories with families and loved ones.
I like the ocean because it's a beautiful environment and it contains most of the world's mysteries and wildlife. Also, without the ocean there would be no beaches, which is where me and my relatives spend most of our time.
The microplastics and the litter that enter the ocean through the water systems, and about the different pollutants like oil that enter the waterways that go into the ocean.
So there's oil spills from ships and things like that. Obviously global warming causes like the sea level to rise, and obviously there's litter from sewage or like things like that that gets into the ocean, and obviously that has a massive impact and it's a threat to the marine life because it can ultimately cause their death and things like that.
I'm genuinely concerned about specifically the Great Barrier Reef and the coral bleaching.
There is coral bleaching, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, shark culling, oil spills, and so many other dreadful things polluting our waters, and that includes overfishing. Rubbish will go into the oceans, and beer can things, I don't know what they're called, but they could choke turtles and many other wildlife. I hope that in the future coral bleaching will die down a lot. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch will be gone, shark culling will stop, and people will realise that sharks are just doing what their instincts are telling them to, and without them the food chain will collapse. People will convert to renewable energy using things such as wind turbines or solar panels instead of oil, and that people will realise that fish are a valuable resource that needs to be sustained, so people will fish less. Although these are huge hopes, I want the world to be a better place, and that includes the oceans.
I hope that the actions that people take, like to help clean the ocean, help to preserve the marine life and all the coral and everything like that.
I'd like to see individuals take their own steps in order to reduce the destruction of our ecosystems, and also to rebuild them up and prevent further destruction. I'd like to see people with higher power to take authority over this and create more initiatives in order for people to raise money for research and make general awareness for it.
I'm definitely more aware of how much litter I am producing in this world, and like making sure that I'm aware of where the bins are, what kind of bins they are, how I should be using like any kind of facility that I have access to. Just basically doing the best that I can as an individual.
Whenever my family and I go to the beach, we take 3 for the Sea and pick up 3 pieces of rubbish each. 3 for the Sea is basically when you go to the beach and you pick up 3 different pieces of rubbish and you put them in the bin, because that's what's causing a lot of problems.
I believe we can all take individual steps to prevent further damage from happening, including reducing our plastics just in general use, and getting involved in our schools and our extracurricular activities and communities, reducing plastics there, but also that therefore reducing climate change and the greenhouse effects.
I am being more conscious of what I put down the drain. So like if I accidentally put any oil down the drain, that I won't do it again, or if I put any paint.
I think it is important that everyone is fully aware of the impact that they have on the planet, whether it's like just one piece of rubbish that they leave somewhere, or like how much electricity they're using at home and things like that. And I think that awareness is like the main part of creating change in this world, and I think that that's powerful and that we should be using that a bit more.
I want to tell the people that these issues, although they seem horrible and unfixable, if we start now we might be able to reverse our actions and to fix our beautiful ocean before we lose it forever. Because I don't know about you, but I want my future children and future descendants of mine to grow up with the beautiful blue ocean I see today instead of green sludge that is unfit to swim in.
Don't take the oceans for granted. We all love and enjoy them in our own individual ways. The ecosystems are not going to be here forever if we continue to treat them like this. So stand up, make a change, and we can let the future generations of Australia and the rest of the countries around the world enjoy our beautiful nature around us.